Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Now in August, we celebrated the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago, the steel pan. And there have been lots and lots of celebrations, and this morning we're going to feature another one. This one celebrates the only acoustic musical instrument invented in the 20th century, the designated pan. Check out this trailer.
Playing pan is not art, and panists are not artists. Unless, of course, playing pan is art, and panists are artists. Because nothing screams artist like taking two pan sticks and hitting them on a steel pan to produce musical notes and melodies.
As you may know, the steel pan is the only acoustic instrument to be invented in the 20th century.
Funny enough, I didn't like it at all. When I tell you I didn't like it, I really...
The things that happen in the past, the steel band clash, the fighting, the bloodsheds, you really want to get yourself involved in that?
I was not enthused. I wasn't feeling to go to any pan camp. I just wanted to have fun.
But that camp was short-lived, and as a result, my dad wasn't satisfied.
I was doing really good in athletics at a point in time, and my coach said, you need to choose between music, steel pan, and running. And immediately I was like, okay, steel pan, I ain't going back and run.
Anything that has the word national before it has policy.
Let us get behind our own creation.
I have been able to capture international attention.
There are not many competitions I would have entered that I did not win.
With the steel pan, I was able to win a national award. Well, I was able to win a lot of awards.
I was the first steel accomplishment when I realized, not too bad. All right, cool.
2018, 2019, 2023, 2024 are the years that Devon Stewart won Panorama, and you will see his name there.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that a bill entitled An Act to Provide for the Designation of the Steel Pan as the National Musical Instrument of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago and for related matters be now read a second time.
The designated pan, youngest veteran film and a Wayne John production. And Wayne John joins us this morning via Zoom. Good morning to you, Mr. John.
Good morning, Raucus, and good morning to all your viewers.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic, actually. I'm just waiting patiently and, with bated breath to premiere this film that I've been working on, The Designated Pan.
Well, before we get to the premiere, tell me what inspired you to say, I'm going to put this together. I'm going to work on this and do this production.
Well, funny enough, I didn't have this in mind. If you had asked me at the beginning of the year, even probably about 2 or 3 weeks before the filming started, that I would have been working on this project, I would have probably laughed at you or probably taken you into a psychiatric evaluation myself, because I didn't have this anywhere close. But it was one day while scrolling social media and saw the headline about, the parliament, a bill being passed in parliament to designate pan as the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago. And I saw the comments, some people taken by surprise, some liking the movement and some saying, yes, it's a good movement, but what next? Just gave me the idea of taking all those comments and taking them to the household names in the pan world, those musicians and stuff who actually are in it, to hear their view and their side of the story as to what they believe would be the best foot forward, after all this exciting news about pan being designated the national instrument. And from there, the idea just kept coming, and voila.
Yeah, and here we are today. But I noticed that you specifically were putting a lot of focus on Tobagonian pan arrangers. Is that intentional?
Not really. No, it's just it's basically who I had available at the time, and at the at the point in time when I was doing the film, it was um around the July August time, and traveling between Trinidad and Tobago would have been a bit more challenging than normal. So it was to get on to the persons who I would have really wanted to, but I'm still thankful and I get to work with who I would have got on to.
Yeah. It's very
Yeah.
interesting to hear little snippets of the stories, just like how you told me that, this wasn't part of your plan. I saw that OJ and Kishon were saying the same thing, that this wasn't part of their plan. They had other plans, and then life decided that Pan is where they will take the rest of their journey. So now that you've
Yeah.
done the film, tell me when is it premiering?
Right. So we have the premiere on Sunday, the 22nd of August. August. Sunday, the
September.
22nd of September. Just 2 days shy of 2 days just before Republic Day at the Lowlands Multipurpose Facility. It will be a nice, cool event. A lot of persons are excited to see the work that would have put into it, and I'm excited as well to show, because film is a unique way of starting conversations, and we need more of the conversation. We need more of the conversation to happen. So I am happy to use this as my contribution to the entire scheme of conversation.
Did you happen to learn anything throughout this process when you were doing it, or did you know most of the information already and you're just kind of putting it together?
Actually, the interviews would intercut some research that I would have been doing with the steel pan. Of course, we know the story of the steel pan being told numerous times in documentary drama, documentary films, short news pieces. So the story of how pan was invented or came into the whole genesis of the pan is not anything new to us, but it's a story that we seem to forget. And it was during research that I got a bit more, how to say it, a bit more liking for the pan, because of the hearing the knowing or reading or hearing about the rigorous and the what was the word I'm looking for, like the struggles that the pan went through to reach to where it is today. It hit me as like a story of hope, a story of um coming of age for the pan,
Yeah.
and those things that I would have researched would have been so much beneficial to me,
I
to
think
put it in the film. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm hearing you saying that you appreciate the instrument a lot more now because of the journey that you've seen that it's been on.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
And it's a typical hero's journey, right? Because at first it wasn't really welcomed, even right here in Trinidad and Tobago. And as we would have heard, there was a history of violence, there was a history of Bajonism that would come with the
Yeah.
steel pan. But now
Yeah.
it's a whole different story because, it's welcomed. It's now a national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago. And not just that, but I mean, we've seen the pan play everywhere from the Apollo to Carnegie Hall to everywhere across the world. We can play symphonies on the steel pan, and we've been proving that it's just as good as any other instrument. So I'm really happy that you decided to put this together.
Better in
Did you
some
feel?
cases.
Say that again. Sorry.
Or better in some cases.
Well, that, I ain't getting involved in that part. But did you feel any kind of pressure in putting this documentary together? Because I know that recently, even in Tobago, there would have been Duvon Stewart's film with Maria and Mark Loquan that would have been showing in the theater there. There was Panas that showed not too long ago. So there have been a lot of films that have been surrounding the steel pan and coming to the forefront. Did you feel any pressure when you were making yours to say, well, I have to make sure it match up to this or better than this?
Actually, funny enough, I haven't seen any of the films, but I know of them, but I didn't get to see them. But this project was something from inside. It didn't have anything to do with projects that would have gone before, projects that are in place right now. Um, it was just my contribution, just my, picking up the camera and going out and working with what I get, actually.
Nice.
For me, the more films that are being made helps the more content created on this story or any other story augurs well for us, because it gives us more material, when you with students or school students or history students coming to do their research and stuff, they have more reference to
choose from.
go with.
Yeah.
To choose from. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Well, Wayne, thank you so much for joining us and thank you for this film. If people want to get in touch with you or they want to get more information on, for the 22nd of September, where can they find you?
Well, mostly I'm on Facebook, Wayne John, the most common name. You just turn backwards and you get me. Yeah, a little big-head boy in the profile picture, you'll see me just watching you.
All right, nice.
But other than that, I could put my number out there as well, 463-8149.
All right, Wayne. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning and congratulations on the designated pan.
Thank you so much for having me, Rupert, and thanks to all of you.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.
So take care.
All right, guys. On that note, we take a quick break and we come back with Lauren Rive. Stay tuned.